I'm a graduate civil engineer. I started my journey at pitt&sherry in November 2017 through a 3 months internship, and since then opportunities started rolling up. So yeah. So after the internship, I had a successful internship, and then I got an offer to start a permanent, to have a permanent role here as a graduate civil engineer, and I was very excited, of course, and I took it up. So
awesome. Yeah. So tell me, for somebody who doesn't know anything about civil engineering, what do you do day to day?
We do a lot of documentation as engineers. A lot of people think it's more about calculations and just checking on numbers, but it's more about documentations and trying to understand it's all about understanding how the system works. So basically, if we're designing something, we need to understand, break it down to the raw elements of understanding how the loads transferred from the top point to the lowest point, and then basically going through that into design work, and then basically after we do the design work, and to make it simpler for our clients, we have to document it in an easier way. So it's basically trying to do our work in a more professional way and converting that calculations into a simplified way for the clients to kind of get that. So it's sort of that thing, maybe if you get the essence of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What do you like about your job day to day?
I enjoy learning. I think every single day I come here, I have that positive attitude of, I'm actually here to learn something new, and in that way we're actually adding, I'm actually putting more of heart into my work, and it kind of drives positive attitudes, and I think this is one of the values that I can contribute towards pitt&sherry's 2025 vision. So having a high performing organisation, I think that's a good thing.
So if somebody was going to join pitt&sherry today and they were a graduate, what would you say about the culture and the vibe and the opportunity?
Yeah, I love the culture in here. Like, everyone brings a bit of, a vibe to the room or to the office, and I think this is great. If I'm actually putting an advice out for the graduates or the newcomers, I'd say just have a bit of, just introduce yourself, have a bit of personality to it, add a bit more to the room. So as I said, I think it's really important to add a bit of vibe to the room. Everyone brings a bit of personality, and this is great because it adds and contributes towards better culture. It makes everyone more relaxed and enjoys the workplace, and I think it's really good. So as a graduate engineer, just take on the opportunities and enjoy it.
Yeah, great. How do you think your role contributes to the overall pitt&sherry? Like, do you get an idea of what everyone else does?
So from my point of view, I understand. I work closely with the structural team, and we get a lot of packages working on the Westgate Tunnel project, and then a bit of I think we've got the Westgate, and then we've got the other one. I forgot the name. Westgate. I forgot the other one.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, but mainly I get to work with temporary works, working closely with the team leader, and we basically deliver these packages to the Westgate. So basically this is my role, but more on how everyone else works. We've got different disciplines, and basically we've got bridges, civil, and all that, and they all have team leaders, and they all work towards a specific, I'd say, brand pitt&sherry. But
yeah. And so what do you think the client's experience is of pitt&sherry? Have you worked directly with the clients?
At the moment, no, I haven't worked. I've been working really closely with my senior engineer, Tim Reese, and he works closely with the clients, and he just basically gives me the work and I get to do it. But at some instances where we actually, like for example, recently we've been working on ACAP, which is the asset condition assessment. And I had the chance to kind of be on the team and work with the KPMG, which is probably our client. It was really nice to kind of get to be on those meetings and get to see how they negotiate and then talk and how the ideas clash, and then they come out with the fruit. And then it was really good, and working with the client in that way, as a graduate, it gives me a lot of opportunities, and it adds value because I get to learn out of these kind of discussions in client, and then we actually get to know what the client actually wants, so we can actually carry that forward into our work and then present that even more in a better way.
Yeah, fantastic. So if you were sort of had a crystal ball and you're saying, okay, a couple of years in the future, what do you see in terms of your career?
I personally would like to be a bit more in the management area. I enjoy doing engineering. It's something that I'm passionate about, and I get to work with it every single day at the moment. But I like to kind of put a bit of my personality is a bit more leading in that sense, and I like to kind of take on projects and deliver in a better way. And I think in 5 years' time, hopefully, I see myself, in that management sort of thing where I get to probably lead groups or manage, groups and teams actually in that way. Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
thank you. Hope I tried my best.
You
hope
did.
I answered the questions.
You did.
Yeah. Cool.
So have you made friends here? Yeah.
In the office?
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. No, I honestly enjoy working at pitt&sherry. I'm not saying this because it's on the camera, but I really enjoy working here. I feel like every single day is it's a new chance for me to learn, and I enjoy it. Being a person, I just try and keep a positive attitude. Yeah. At times it's not easy, especially when there's like challenging project, and as a graduate, things might be a bit, out of the picture for you because you're not involved from day one, and you get into the project a little bit later, and you're trying to, glue up the pieces together, and then you're like, oh, where am I? What do I do? But on these challenging, circumstances or situations, having a team leader and then senior engineer like Tim Reese, he's amazing. He breaks down the work into the raw level and gets you to kind of pick up these concepts really easily. And that's what I enjoy about work, because you find people who actually provide this helping hand and the support that you need to actually thrive and grow. So it's amazing.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I enjoy it.